So here goes day 1 of 2022. And I'm not going to hide anything. I'm not going to leave it out. I'm going to tell you what happens on my days. And I'm going to go through the past as well, but not today. Not today. So how I started January 2022. Terribly. For me, emotionally and mentally, a really bad day. But day 2's better. And I'm on day 2 while I tell you this story. So, day 1. I didn't go out on New Year's Eve. I cancelled all my plans because I wasn't in a financial place to do it. It made me sad. I had a meltdown. I felt really lonely. Cancelled my pal coming up, who I haven't seen in a long time, and there's friction there. And that's something that I wanted to work through. So I cancelled my plans, said I wasn't feeling it. I'm going to go to bed. I'm really tired. So I did that. And when you have a meltdown and you cry for hours, you just feel drained. Hit me up in the comments if anyone's ever felt like that. Ooh, nearly fell over and broke my ankle, but it's alright, we got it on camera. So I went to bed, tucked all my dogs in, said Happy New Year to my parents, and I went to bed. Now I woke up at like 8:30, okay? And I let the dogs out for a wee. As usual, I was getting my coffee ready, and I was getting the dogs' breakfast ready. Bear in mind, I got 2 more in the house that are Diddy. So I got 9 dogs to feed, right? It takes me about half an hour to get it all done. Fresh waters. And then the cleaning starts. And as I look out my window, there's a car outside my drive. It's a car I recognise. It's a car of someone I have friction with, who I used to be really, really close with. And I probably had too many feelings for that person once. And that's where the problems, you'll see the story unfold. But that's what happened. And when you've got 2 good friends, someone might get attached out of the 2. And that's where, unfortunately, sometimes a friendship can break down, because one of you wants something and the other one doesn't want that. And it can cause a bit of a mess. But we'll go through that, because I've done it. Got that t-shirt, you know. And so anyway, I let this person in. And I think, great. We'll have a coffee. We'll have a chin wag. This person just wanted to drink. New Year's Day. Put all your responsibilities out the window for New Year. For me, my mentality used to be carry the party on. I used to go out on New Year's Eve, but when you haven't been out and you're sober and someone else is in a bit of a pickled state, you know, they want to drink, they want to party, you don't. There's an argument. Come on. Keep walking. Good boy. We're in the mountains now. Love it. Blissful, therapeutic, scenic walk. Starts our day off, doesn't it, dog? So, it didn't go well. It ended up in a big row. Because of different things. If you want to know more about these sort of stories, then you've got to tell me in the comments, guys, alright? Because I don't really want to share them, because I don't want to bore people. But I'll happily explain to you where my mental health came from, where my anxiety, where my depression, where my issues have arose from. Because I've sat here and I've assessed myself, you know, over and over again. No medical help. Just me, one person, trying to get through. Trying to figure shit out, you know. And I'm 31. And the last 5-6 years of my life have been hard work. Maybe because of me, maybe not. We're going to find out together. So, if there's any medical professionals out there, lend me a hand. Because I've not been diagnosed and I live in Spain and I've not got healthcare yet. I'm waiting for my residence card. It's all coming. But Spain is tomorrow. And I've got 6 days of nothing in Spain, because they have their festive celebrations on the 6th. So it's basically holiday season out here from 25th to the 6th. So that's why I'm here, and I'm focusing on myself for the next few days to get myself going on YouTube, because I've been wanting to do it for a long time and I didn't have the confidence, but now I do, and I think, fuck it, if you want to watch, you want to watch. If you don't, you don't. Come on, keep walking. Halfway, puppies. So this person, we had a row. I asked them to leave. There was a few sentences and words exchanged that didn't leave me feeling great. Probably didn't leave that person feeling great. They disappeared. I tried to communicate with the right people, their family support, etc. People are going through things. I get that. You don't give up on your own family, right? Ever. And unfortunately, these people didn't really want to help. So I was left to my own devices. Had to lock myself away in my own house. Shut us down because I was a little bit scared. And I live out here on my own. And I'm here. You know? I got no one else around me. So it threw me. Spiraled my head all over the shop. But it doesn't matter because everyone thinks I'm strong. And when it comes to certain people in my life, certain situations, I feel like it's the end of the world. I feel it's very dramatic. I feel like at that moment in time, I don't know what can happen. Right? And there's a lot more to this. But I'm trying to be diplomatic in the sense of not naming anyone. Just telling you about my side of things, you know, and my perspective of it. And there is always two sides to the story, I understand that, and two opinions and two ways of seeing things. But I can't get that other side of things because it's like going round on a roundabout. It's the same argument over and over again. If stuff happens in friendships, relationships, situationships, that I guess is a new thing now, what a load of bollocks, then if you want to be involved with that person, you need to both be grown up and adult enough and real adult enough to say, you know, there's the line. Let's put all that stuff in the box. Let's leave that box over the line. And we're not going to touch on it again. And any argument you have, you can't bring that past up. If you've chosen to move forward and forgive it, not forget it, just forgive it and move forward. And it was a blip, it was a mistake, it was immaturity, it was frustrations, it was tensions. All those put together causes situations to happen that you don't mean, right? Because you always take it out on the ones closest to you. Then I can move forward. But if you're going to put it behind you, and then every time you are around that person, and you either have a drink or you go to a party and something happens, and then you want an argument and you bring all of that up, that friendship can never move forward, right? Because it's not forgotten, it's not forgiven, and it's not left in the past, it's not left in that box. You've opened the box up again, and that's when a friendship will just stay on that roundabout. And it's heartbreaking, it's soul destroying, it's undescribable, especially when you have a lot of love and passion and care for that person, you know. But when this person, whoever it may be in your life, can't see anything past it and they can't physically move forward, what are you supposed to do? You know, and if anyone's been in this situation, please support me, because I can't do this for another year. I won't do this for another year. I don't want to say goodbye to this person, these people. There's a lot of good memories, right, that I'll cherish. But unfortunately, the new memories that are being created, they're outweighing the good. And it's becoming unbearable, to be honest. But it's just head, brick wall, smash it, not getting anywhere. Do you see what I mean? Does that make sense? So anyway, very emotional day yesterday. Had a bath, got all the dogs in, relaxed myself, calmed my head, got a bit more focus, took the drama away from the situation and put reality back into it, which was tough, right? Because I'm on my own and I'm a bit dramatic anyway, which could be part of my mentality problem. Like I said, the last 5-6 years, something seems to have changed within me, possibly my chemical balances, I'm not sure. I've become very spiritual, but at the same time, I do understand that I might have a few things going on that I haven't quite got the answers for. Right, I'm going to have to pause because I can hear quad bikes and I've got big dogs. So I'll get home and I'll finish this documentary or this clip for today. But I'll catch you back up. Hang on, maybe I won't. We'll just have to crop that bit out. Probably won't because I'll forget. Anyway, right. So, yeah. Calmed myself. Had a bath. The dogs had their nap. But I didn't want to do the dog walk yesterday because this person decided to abandon their car in plain sight of my house. I assumed because they were in a bit of a state, they were sleeping it off and we was going to catch up later when things were more calm. You know, that's what I assumed. And you got to try and not assume, guys, because it's the devil's work. It doesn't get you anywhere, but it can cause a lot of shit. So try not to assume. But anyway, I did. A few hours went past. As you can see, it's a nice toasty warm morning, right? But we've got a heat wave over the last 3 days and we've got 2 more days left. So until the 5th. Heel. Slow down, guys. They're good. My dogs are good. And anyway, carrying on, I get distracted quite a lot, so you have to bear with me. So I thought to myself, I got up, I did the next feed, I cleaned some more because obviously the puppies went for their toilets, and then I exercised the dogs. And I thought, my gate's locked. Why am I in fear? I don't need to be in fear. It's stupid, right? This is not happening. So I let all the dogs out, put them in their places, put them in their runs, open the doors up, open the windows up, put my music on as if I've started my day again. Thought nothing of it. Apart from upstairs in my head was thinking different to what my body and my emotions are saying. Because in my head, my head was going crazy. I was overthinking it. I was like, where the fuck is he? You know, what's going on? What has happened? Why has this happened? Females tend to overthink a lot more than males do. Not saying males don't do it, but females definitely do it a lot. And I'm one of them. And that could be another part of something that's going on with me. I don't know. So it gets quite hot in the day. And my conscience can't just leave that car there in the blistering heat. This person was drinking, so I thought, take him some water. Even though I was on edge, it was the right thing to do, right? Because you need to care and be kind about humans as well as animals. But we've got to promote this humankind because the world is just falling apart. So anyway, walk up to the car. No one's there. I was like, wow. Okay. Shit. And as you can see, I live in the mountains, guys. You want to go up there walking in blistering heat without water, without refreshments, without the right clothing, the right backpack, the right shelter, even a hat, you know. Sometimes that can be a silly, epic fucking mistake. I'm sorry for swearing, but this is where my passion comes in for stupidity. Don't do it, okay? If you want to make someone have a reaction towards you, be honest. Talk. None of this drama, none of this mind games, because you can break someone's heart to a million pieces, okay? But their family, their friends, their networks, their employees, their colleagues, they'll pick those people up because they know they're a good person, or they see they've gone through pain, and they'll help rebuild that, because that's kindness. But anyone out in this world that want to play with someone's mind, that's not fair. Because you mess with someone's mind, that sticks with them for a hell of a long time. And you can't fix someone's mind with just kindness. There's insecurities, there's trust, there's other problems, illnesses that can stem from mental mind games. And the perpetrators that do these sort of things to people, they don't give a shit. They don't pick you back up. They don't support you in being stronger. They watch you get stronger. They don't like that you get stronger, and then they reappear. And that is mental abuse, guys. So don't fucking deal with it. It's 2022. Kindness over shit. Always. Right? So, I call some friends that live in Spain. I call some friends that live in the UK. I assess the situation. I ask some questions. Give it a couple more hours. The sun's starting to set. About 5:30, 6 out here. Not too sure. And I feed my dogs. I get them all in. It's starting to get dark. So I go back to the car. This time I'm in my car, not on foot. And I've got the dog at the front with me in the car. Because she's my little sniffer. She knows this person as well, so she would do anything in her way to track that person, right, if they were in any danger. Which, my side of the story, I was shitting myself yesterday. I started to panic, I started to worry, I started to get really fearful that up in there somewhere, this person wasn't in a good place. They'd been drinking, could have fallen, slipped on a rock. You saw me do it on dog walk. If you're walking up a mountain, you could fall, you could slip, you could hit your head, and then you're knocked out. Blistering heat. It's a recipe for disaster, and people don't understand the risks of going off on a walk if you're not prepared, you know. So I go back to the car because I think it's been 2 hours. Might have come back. Might have been napping in the car. Nothing. I look up the lane, just about to get in my car to go and search for this person. Bear in mind the sun's starting to set, and I'm now at a point where the family don't give a shit. They've cut off, told me not to contact them. Okay? I wasn't built to let people suffer. Don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect. I can argue my case, and I can argue with people. I don't like it, but I can. Doesn't make me perfect at all. Doesn't make me kind sometimes, but I'm working on it. I'm a bit controlling. I like things done my own way. Another thing I've got to deal with. Maybe it's OCD, maybe it's not. Who knows? But I'm struggling myself, understanding myself. So I go to get back in my car. My heart stops. My heart ends up in my mouth. I feel sick. And I see this person walking down. And I think to myself, wow, not a care in the world. And all I've been doing all day is feeling pig sick and worrying. And actually considering that this person could be dead. And that is a huge, huge thing to deal with when you've got a lot of love for a person that doesn't really want to see you the same way, but you still want to be their friend and support them and always be there to pick them up. But they're not really there to pick you up. Or they are when they can get something out of it. Like they can escape. They can... whatever. They can do stuff that benefits them by helping you have company. But it's not actually helping. So they walk down and I'm so infuriated because all of that worry has just turned into straight anger. Again, I don't understand why it did that. I'd love to have just wrapped my arms around this person I was thankful that I could see them walking and they were healthy and they were okay. But I couldn't pull myself to fucking speak to them. I got in my car. I drove back to my front gate. Didn't know what the situation was going to be like. So I closed the gate. But I stood by my gate hoping this person would drive past, now in a more sober state. Maybe not in a better mental state, but more sober. So definitely more calmer. And I just drove past. Like I was invisible. The dogs were all out. There wasn't just a glance. And it buckled me. And talking about it now hurts my heart. And I'm finding it hard to look at the camera because this has been going on for years. But no one knows the truth. And it's not all been sweets and roses and good times. There's been a lot of bad, rough times. But genuinely I thought, with the good and the bad, and still being there, present in one another's lives, I thought that's a good recipe to get through things, right? But now I'm lost. Now I'm stuck in the mountains, on my Todd again, with my dogs, with lots of questions. And I can't seem to talk with this person anymore. Can't seem to get my point across without it being thrown at me a different way. I answer questions that they have and I get told I'm a liar because they don't like the answer. But that's not on me. But it's made to feel like it's on me, right? We're on the last stretch home now. Well done, dogs, good walk. So that was my January 2022 first. But today is the second day of a new year. And even though my heart hurts, I know my head's got to stay focused. I know what I've got to do with my dogs. I know what training I've got to do. I know I've got to focus on my team. And I've got a business, Vic Beauty UK. We're going global. We're in America. We've just hit the UK. Launching new products, skincare, makeup, and the opportunity to run your own and build your own business from home, work from your phone. So I've got a lot going. And if I stay focused on that, then hopefully the goal by this September is to own my own house. This one's rented. And then I can do all my building works, get my rescue shelter built, and supply jobs and work experience to people in the UK and all over the world to visit Spain and do dog rescue. That's my plan. And I'm sharing it with you guys. So there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, there's going to be real good days, there's going to be real shitty days. But I'm going to try and tell you about everything. You guys can support me with your opinions. I'm sure I'll get some hate. But if I put myself across to the world, you're opening yourself up to hate because you're opening yourself up to people's opinions. Okay? So, I'm prepared. Are you prepared to follow my journey? That's the question. So lots of love. Take care. And there'll be another upload later to fill you in with what happened on the 2nd of January 2022. So take care, guys. Ciao for now.